Assalamualaikum Warahmatullahi Wabarakatuh. Let me introduce the group members. There are Miranda as the first speaker, and I am Elin Sulistiowati as the second speaker, and Nabila Azzahra as the third speaker. In this discussion, we will be discussing about how to teach use digital fiction. And the first material will be presented by Miranda. For Miranda, time is yours.
All right, thank you, Elin. Okay, the first material is about what is digital fiction. It's been a year since we have been teaching and learning from home. This is one of the policies undertaken by Indonesian government to break the chain of COVID-19 transmission. This pandemic doesn't prevent us to learning. There are so many online learning platforms that students can access, like Zoom, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, and others. In addition to online learning platforms, students also need online library, or we can call it digital fiction. But what is digital fiction? Digital fiction is fiction that is written for and read from a computer and can be web or application based for tablets and smartphones, or accessed via CD-ROMs. Digital fictions are different to ebooks, however. Rather than existing as a digital version of a print novel, digital fictions are what we know as born digital. That is, they will lose something of their aesthetic or structural form and meaning if they were removed from the digital medium. For example, they may contain hyperlinks, moving image, mini-games, or sound effects. Further, unlike ebooks in which the reader moves from one page to another in a linear fashion, in many digital fiction, the reader has a role in constructing the narrative, either by selecting hyperlinks or by controlling a character's journey through the story world. Digital fiction, as a genre, doesn't include blogs, communitarian digital fiction, digital storytelling, and any other form of digital narrative uh, does that doesn't qualify as fiction. Digital fictions therefore require that the reader interacts with the narrative throughout the reader throughout the reading experience and include text such as hypertext fiction, flash fiction, and some video games. Okay, I think that's all my presentation. Back to moderator.
Okay, thank you, Miranda. So the next material will be presented by me. Okay, thank you. So I will explain about the benefit using digital fiction for language learners. Digital media does offer something interesting innovations to the way we read. The reader can choose the direction they wish to take in a narrative. We were given an option to jump into different pages depending on a particular decision we wish to take. Audio and visual aspects can also be used in more creative ways. By digital fiction, we also can read whenever and wherever we are, with a very diverse choice of meaning. And then digital fiction is a useful instructional tool for a language teacher because it generating interest and motivation for the digital generation. Digital fiction can be used to help enhance some skills because when reading, students ask questions, express opinion, try to understand narrative in a foreign language and vocabulary, and culture enrichment. And recent research in neuroscience said that reading literary fiction help people develop empathy, theory of mind, and critical thinking. It also can improve students' creative writing. Durgan and Robin said, it is imperative that we engage our creative writing students with all of the sign system available to them for meaning making in digital context. Not only will teaching digital fiction help them to be better writers with wide career opportunities, but it will also to enable them to develop some of the skills that are expected of them as the 21st century citizen. Students can do more and push their digital fiction further. Students are interested in doing something new with their writing, in playing with technology. They gain confidence in creating something new and interesting in the technological world they must connect to. It also allows students of different background, cultures, linguistic levels, areas of interest, fandoms, genre, preference, and communication styles to compose text in a wide variety of methods. Digitally enable multimodal practice offers students an opportunity for knowledge exchange and both cultural and informational. Students also turn to one another for operational or teaching, or technical help with the software. Because an instructor leading for a full class in unfamiliar skills development will necessarily have their attention divided. The students become active participants in troubleshooting, teaching themselves how to solve a problem or accomplish a goal through trial and error, tutorials, and web search. Then teach one, then they can teach their friend how to solve the problem. And then they become independent learners. In the teaching commons to share ideas, alternative perspective for addressing problem leading to an essential 21st century digital literacy. Okay, I think that's all. The material from me. Now for the last speaker will be presented, for the last material will be presented by Nabila Azzahra. For Nabila Azzahra, time is yours.
Okay, I will continue explain my material, teaching strategy using digital fiction. The strategy can be reached through digital fiction book project. It is one resource that could save some of the time. The beauty of this Google Slides project is the amount of flexibility it allows for the teachers and students. The project can be used with any text and provides two versions, pages with graphic organizers and pages without, of the most common fiction reading comprehension skills. Several of the pages can also be used with non-fiction text as well. The teacher can assign the reading with a specific text for students to show comprehension, or have students choose their own book. Allowing for differentiation and higher engagement, teachers can either assign the pages with the graphic organizers pre-made, or have their students create their own ways of showing their comprehension and use mastery of each skill. Teachers can choose to only assign certain comprehension pages or all, or assign the project to a collaborative group of students and have them work on spirit slides in the same project. This is a resource that could be used multiple times, allowing the teacher to also establish a routine during distance learning. making the work easier for their students and parents to navigate each week. To complete the project, students use digital snapshots and of the text to prove their thinking along with their own explanations to provide evidence of their understanding. This can be done with either digital ebooks or with print text. Students who need to complete the research without Wi-Fi can use a print version of the project pages or use the edit offline option that Google allows. And because it's a Google Apps project, students can use any device that allows them to connect to Google Apps, something like a PC or device with Google Slides downloaded from the App Store. The project can be easily assigned by using an email link or through Google Classroom. I think that's all. Back to the moderator.
Okay, thank you for Nabila Azzahra. And okay, that's all our presentation about how to teach use digital fiction. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.